Well, today we continue our 12 days of giving. During these 12 days, we'll introduce you to different nonprofit groups in our area that are making a difference but need some help and support from you to continue their good work. Pat Lawson-Muse joins us this morning to tell us about House with a Heart. Pat, good morning.
Good morning, Barbara. You know, taking care of a family pet getting older may be hard at times. Senior dogs and cats are in danger, of course, of being euthanized at shelters because mostly nobody wants to adopt them. But one all-volunteer group, House with a Heart, provides a safe place, a nice, warm, and loving place for those animals to live out the rest of their lives. And they need your help today. The number to call our phone bank is 202-885-4949. And joining us now to talk more about House with a Heart is Cher Povinali, who's director, and Lisa Browning, who can tell us how the program helped her dad. And they brought along two little guys. This is Shag, and the other dog is Tiny Tim. And tell us how long you've had these dogs, Cher.
These two babies have only been with us for about a month.
And how did you get them?
They came to us from a shelter on the Eastern Shore in Caroline County. We got an email telling us about these guys, that their owners had given them up and they needed a home. They didn't think anyone was going to adopt them because they were older. And Tiny Tim has no teeth. His little tongue hangs out, only one eye. And so we agreed that we would take them in, and their director actually drove them from the Eastern Shore to the sanctuary.
House with a Heart is really a last home for older pets.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Yes.
You take pets that owners give up and that shelters refer to you. Explain that.
Right. Sometimes we'll get a call from the shelter if they have a senior dog or senior cat or someone that's really ill and in the shelter and is going to either be euthanized or might get sicker in that situation. And if we have space, we take them. We don't interview them first. We just take them if we have space and deal with whatever their issues are. Medical, whatever they need, we take care of it.
And Lisa, you turned to this sanctuary to help when your dad got sick. What happened?
In 2009, he had had a heart condition. He had been living alone since my mom died, and he got pneumonia, had to go to the hospital, ended up in a rehab facility, and he had a 13-year-old blind dog, which I don't know if you can see this picture of my dad and his dog.
If you hold it right there, maybe we can get a close-up
at the sanctuary. We didn't know what we were going to do with the dog. It wasn't an option for me to take my dad and the dog. So I sent out about 100 emails trying to find a place to take the dog. And on the day that my dad decided it might be best to put his dog down, I got a reply from Cher. And she was like a guardian angel, and we took Max to Cher's, and he lived there about a year, and I was able to take my dad to visit, which my dad told me many times, just the comfort that it gave him knowing that his dog was taken care of, because he did have a very special bond with this dog.
Cher, how many dogs and cats can you take care? Are you taking care of? Can you care for? And do you take any other animals?
We just take dogs and cats. Currently we have 32 dogs in the sanctuary and 4 cats, but it depends on what their needs are. Sometimes we have residents that need more care than other times, and then we maybe couldn't have as many.
And what do you need to help you this morning?
What do we need? Like all nonprofits, we need money. Our vet bill about 4 weeks ago was $10,000. So monetary donations really help. Our biggest expense is the vet bill, because everybody gets whatever they need medically. The food bill, because we give them the best food possible. And grooming, because it seems like we have all the kind of dogs that need to have a proper grooming by the specialist.
Taking care of an older pet can get tough, but House with a Heart makes it easier for the pets that they are taking care of. We've got more now on the sanctuary for older animals, and you can help them this morning. 202-885-4949 is our phone number. Cher Povinali is the director of the center, and you actually started the center because you were doing rescue anyway.
Right, for about 30 years I did rescue, and it seemed at the end I was getting phone calls from people saying they had a dog since it was 8 weeks old and now it's 15 and they couldn't keep it anymore, and I started worrying all those pets that I had placed, what happened to them. So I decided that in my old age my gift to myself was to do rescue, and just rescue seniors, and that we would keep them and they would stay with us until they passed away, and that way I would know that they were safe to the end.
And Lisa, after your dad and his dog passed away, you began to volunteer.
Yes, I did. Once you walk into this place, you don't want to leave. You just want to go back. I mean, the dogs touch your heart. Cher's energy and love for the dogs touch your heart, and it's just a good way to get a good feeling. You know you're doing something to help something that needs it, and they don't ask for anything in return.
And Cher, tell us about your care for the dogs includes taking care of their needs as they age, and then you give them a dignified end of life.
Absolutely. Usually we let our dogs go with the vet's assistance, and when their little bodies are put in the container to go for cremation, we'll put out a picture that day, and all the volunteers that are there will write a little note, and we attach that to their body when it goes for cremation, so that the people who touch them the very last time that they're on this earth know that they were loved to the very last second.
Oh, we can tell these two, Tiny Tim and Shag, are well loved. Do you have a wish list? What's on your list?
We do. Well, you can go to our website, housewithaheart.com, to see it. And some of the things are, we need Amazon gift cards because we get a lot of supplies there, Costco, Giant, and Target gift cards. Kirkland signature baby wipes. We use baby wipes for everything. There's a lot of poop, pee, and whatnot to clean up. Tennis Serenity pads because a lot of the dogs wear diapers. And we need a wheelchair for a little dog that we just took in, and we need to get that from Eddie's Wheels. And I think the wheelchair is going to cost us about $400 to $500. So any help we can get towards getting the special wheelchair for that little guy would be a help.
All right, and we know you need donations too to help,
yes, of
help
course.
care for these little
Yes.
lumps of love. All right,
Yes.
Cher Polvinelli and Lisa Browning, thank you so much. House with a Heart, and if you can help them, call our phone bank at 202-885-4949.